early Thursday morning, we'll likely see some of these showers work their way in. But the real rain threat we're still expecting along that main front, still anticipated to hit us around mid-morning towards midday for our first western counties. So depending on where you live in the CS area is going to be highly dependent on when you see the rain arrive on Thursday. So the further east you live, the longer it's going to take this rain to reach you. For us here in Augusta, we're likely going to see this line affect us around midday. So between 11 and 1, we're expecting that front to start and then expected to continue well into the afternoon. Much more on this Christmas Eve forecasting. A cold Christmas in just a little bit.
Madness at the mall. You're looking at the aftermath from a hit-and-run Monday afternoon at the Augusta Mall. According to police reports, a driver used a truck to hit two parked vehicles in the mall parking lot. Police say the truck had a Texas license plate. Witnesses say the driver stopped after hitting two cars to look at the damage before just leaving the scene. Police say the truck is white, and this is the license plate right here on your screen. If you know any information, you're asked to call the Richmond County Sheriff's Office. Over in Aiken, a teenager is dead, and at least 3 men are on the loose following a burglary early this morning. Deputies tell us it happened here on Atomic Road on Jackson. They say a call came in around 4 this morning about a break-in. The homeowner says he noticed Christmas presents stolen and heard footsteps outside. When he went to look, he saw 3 men driving away as another man ran into the woods. When they were searching the area, police found a 19-year-old, Ahmad Darnes, dead with a gunshot wound. Deputies have not said who shot him, but they are still looking for the other 3 suspects. We'll update you on this story when we learn more. Have you seen this missing girl? The Richmond County Sheriff's Office needs your help finding 18-year-old Kaisha Jacobs. She was last seen on Friday near the Augusta Boxing Club on Warren Street. Police tell us she likes to hang around the River Walk downtown. If you have any information, you're asked to call the Richmond County Sheriff's Office. A devastating apartment fire leaving families homeless days before Christmas. One of the survivors made a quick decision to save her family and one that put them in the hospital. As a fire scorched through the River Oaks apartments this afternoon, a mother and her 3 children were caught on the 3rd floor with no way out. While firefighters rushed to rescue 6 people on the lower floors, the mother decided it was either life or death. One by one, she dropped her kids, a 1-month-old and a 1-year-old, out the window to bystanders, and then she jumped behind them.
Our nightmare when we pull up on a fire is having fire blowing out the roof on all sides of the building and have people hanging out of windows, and that's exactly what we showed up to. Those that lived on the 3rd floor lost nearly everything.
The family who jumped is currently recovering in the hospital. As for their apartment, 10 units were damaged, leaving 35 people without a home. The Red Cross is stepping in to help out those families. As President Trump grants clemency to more key allies and a family member, President-elect officials hope to have all the AEDs installed before the new year.
Well, if you're planning on doing any last-minute Christmas shopping tomorrow, it is not looking good. Get that shopping done before lunchtime because we got a lot of rain moving in. Much more on that full forecast coming up.
And have you ever wondered where the place you live ranks in Christmas spirit? Well, in 60 seconds, we'll show you where the 2 states stands on that list.
Captain Matthew Satterfield with 10th Mountain Division here in Bagram Airfield, Afghanistan. I'd like to give a shout out to my friends and family back home in Claremont, Georgia. Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays.
I'm Riley Hale, and I approve this message.
COVID-19 has led to smaller family gatherings and fewer in-store purchases, but the virus has not stolen our Christmas spirit this holiday season. Check this out. A recent report ranked South Carolina as 5th in the nation for most Christmas spirit in 2020, and Georgia came in at 37. The study was conducted by CenturyLink, an internet service partner which tracks online searches for Christmas movies and gingerbread houses as well as online shopping. Local retail owners say they see change in shoppers too.
I've done retail for over 20 years, and so Christmas is different. Everything's different. You know, the holidays, you just, sometimes it's hustle, bustle, I need this, I want that, and I feel like this year, if there's one left and then one person picks it up, it's not that, oh, I needed that for my, it's just not that, urgency. It's only, it's kindness. It's not the hustle, bustle, ugliness. It's not that. It is kindness this year, and it's kind of nice to see it.
Utah ranks #1 for the state with most Christmas spirit, and the nation's top Scrooge, D.C. Surprising there, but I guess I'm happy that South Carolina and Georgia are both in the top 50. That's awesome. Well, 'tis the season for falling iguanas. Yes, I said iguanas. In Florida, the National Weather Service says temperatures in parts of Florida will likely drop into the 30s this weekend. and that means falling iguanas are possible. The reptiles become so stiff in the cold they can't hold onto branches. Now, there have been cases where it can get dangerous. Some iguanas grow to about 5 feet long and weigh up to 20 pounds. Oh my goodness, I can only imagine just walking out somewhere and getting hit by an iguana. Not a branch, an iguana. Well, Riley, we're looking at Bobby.
Sunday morning plans.
Imagine opening a present and finding a COVID test that was taken by someone else miles away in it. Well, it happened. That story coming up after the break. But before we head to break, tonight's lottery numbers, our live backdrop tonight is Portland, Oregon.
Responsible for the content of this advertising.
While finishing up her Christmas shopping, an Illinois woman got a startling surprise when she found a COVID test swab in one of her packages belonging to a lady in Virginia. Maggie Wedlake walks us through this mysterious swab and how it ended up nearly 1,000 miles away.
For Christmas this year, Andrea Ellis did the bulk of her shopping online. One package came with a shocking bonus item.
I, of course, was just, what do I do?
She ordered garden flags from Kohl's for her grandma. At the bottom of the yellow padded envelope, a COVID-19 test swab belonging to a woman in Virginia.
I kept thinking, I got something else in here. I must have got somebody else's order of some kind. But I'm like, no, not biohazard.
Ellis quickly realized through the clear bag she could see the patient's information.
I sent her an email, plus I called her work phone and left a voicemail.
She made a couple other calls, too.
Calling the health department, calling the non-emergency, talking to some nurse friends or doctor friends. Yeah, I was reaching out to everyone that I felt like could have something to say about it.
The police took the test at first, but quickly brought it back 15 minutes later. It was the health department that finally took the mystery test from Ellis.
She was going to reach out to the Virginia Health Department.
As for how the test got in a Kohl's package, that part's a mystery too. The vice president of sales telling Ellis the store is looking into it.
They might sell it third party, like a third party flag, and apparently they must have COVID tests in that building as well.
The woman whose test it was said she got tested on December 11th, but never got the results back. That is, until the call from a random stranger in Illinois.
She just was super grateful letting her know where it had gone, because she, at this point, no one could give her an answer.
The woman got a separate COVID-19 test done, and as for the results,
she let me know that it was a negative COVID test, so I didn't have to panic, but I was holding a positive one.
It's one online shopping mystery that is yet to be solved.
Coming up in sports, Nick has the flag football Final Four, plus bowl games and basketball after the break.
We have on your sideline. Sports brought to you by the Wrdw.
The Greenbrier flag football team traveled to Atlanta today for a spot in the state semifinal. They took on Portal from Bullock County outside Mercedes-Benz Stadium. The Pack were looking to make it to the state championship in just their first season playing. Check out this sequence before the half. 30 seconds left. Portal's going for a big play, and it's picked off by Eve Denard. So now Greenbrier has a chance to do something. But on the very next play, a little overthrow, and this one's picked off by Portal. And now they're going the other way. Both teams trying to break the tie before halftime. And on the very next play, look at the beautiful throw and catch by Portal. That got the scoring started on the final play of the half. 6-0 Portal. In the second half, they came out firing again. They go deep on the first possession. This ball is tipped and caught. Great concentration. And she nearly gets into the end zone. Comes up just short. No worries, though. A few plays later, fourth down, they go for it and get in. 12-0 Portal. Greenbrier not going away, though, with 3 minutes left. They're going to go deep and get a touchdown that cuts into that lead, but it was too little too late for the Pack as Portal takes this one 12-6, ending Greenbrier's season 1 game short of the finals. Bowl season started this week, and today we got a taste of one of our more local schools as Georgia Southern took on Louisiana Tech in the New Orleans Bowl this afternoon. That trophy marks the end of a very strange season for these teams. This was the Shine Wirtz show today. In the first quarter, Wirtz takes it in from a yard out to get the scoring started. Then the Eagles defense stepped up. They held Aaron Allen to just 41 yards passing and picked him off 3 times, including this one by Derek Canteen in the first quarter. Short return here before getting bumped out of bounds there. And back on the offense now, Wirtz is going to switch it up and use the arm this time. Airs it out to a wide-open Caleb Hood, who's got the easiest touchdown of his life, 65 yards to make it 14-0 Eagles. Later in the quarter, Wirtz going to use his legs again. He had 15 carries on the day, none better than this one. 37 yards, practically untouched for the score, and the floodgates open for the Eagles. Third quarter, play action. Wirtz is going to get outside the pocket here. He's going to flip one up to Sean Pelkinson, the freshman tight end, and Pelkinson hit the Jets' big fella. Gets brought down just short, but Wirtz would run it in on the next play for his third rushing touchdown, and Georgia Southern ends their season with a win, 38-3. The NBA season officially tipped off last night, but the Hawks got their season opener tonight in Chicago against the Bulls. There's a lot of excitement surrounding this team right now with the pieces they picked up in the offseason and the development of their young stars. They've got playoff aspirations in Atlanta this year, and they got off to a red-hot start in Chicago. The Hawks dropped 83 in the first half and cruised in the second to the win. Trae Young led all scorers with 37. Finally tonight, look at this.